Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Warp Season 2, Episode number 28. We'll be using mature language. The final part of today's episode coming your way. Welcome back. So, you guys take off. Now, the anomaly in question was not particularly close. It still requires a few days of travel. And because of the speed of your ship, the Pirelp ship that is leaving with the producers and directors on board has to basically go slower because otherwise they'd leave you guys behind. And they're not bringing enough of their modular ships to be able to let your ship sort of dock. They essentially have just brought like one or two ships of their sort of hexagonal-shaped, strange-looking ships. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time here. It's going to take at least each parsec is 5.5 days. Yeah, so this is going to take.
Wait, we don't get lucky and just transport right through to our ship, so I don't have to deal with the tower?
Oh, definitely not. We
Can
need
I
to
make
give
a luck roll?
We have to let Circe have some juicy gossip. Otherwise, she'll be completely distressed. And
she's gonna get
we don't
so
want
many
any
hits.
character to get distressed, do we?
No, I don't want that to happen. Just imagine exclusive follow-up to the court scene. Behind the scenes footage with one and only Circe.
This, just like side note, this whole scene that's probably going to happen is going to be significantly more popular than the entire secret like the entire secret like confrontation. They're gonna spend all this money on this giant blockbuster, but they'll never top the courtroom scene in Zircon's court. And of course Circe's follow-up. This is just like down the line. This is all in the all on the side in the spectacle. So
She's just there, like you can practically taste the
yeah,
tension.
this is at least 3 parsecs. So this is
15 days. 17 and a half days, but we'll just call it 15. We'll just round down.
16 and a half.
Can we just call it 15?
16 and a half days.
No one can say that I didn't try, okay?
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if I can live that long.
16 and a half days. So, the first day, basically, you guys are in here, sort of getting acclimated to the shuttle, and it's it's a tight space. I think that Thick has probably said over the general communications through the ship, it appears that according to the Pirelp path taking us through the anomaly, it is apparently going to be a 16 and 1/2 day journey to return to the Arcadia.
Ooh.
Are you sure?
That is the information that I was given.
I'm sensing great distress.
Can you look at it again and just make sure that you didn't misplace the decimal point when you read it?
I will send the data to your data pad.
I don't have it. Dr. Icarus, could you... No, never mind. Keep it. No, keep my data pad. Well, no, keep it. I don't want to risk it. Actually, I'll need it for evidence. But you hold on to it until I need it.
Evidence?
Is so I can justify the discharge of Betty, that's all.
How would
Oh,
you
so tell me
justify
about
the
that.
discharge of Betty from a data pad?
there are some images
HR is like,
of evidence on there.
What?
But they don't
What
worry
kind
about
of
it.
what kind of images, Ilya? I don't understand.
The kind of images that get you discharged from military. It shouldn't be a big problem. I don't think she did 180 days of service, so should just be simple. Thank you, bye-bye. Quick paperwork, no problem. But just in case I need evidence for the senior officers. But I think I probably get thank you.
so you guys are underway. Basically, you've gotten the seatbelts sign off,
Yeah.
after you've departed.
Yeah, Circe is just totally going to try and do little interviews with everybody on the ship.
Yeah, like once the seat belts and everything can come off, I'll stand up and address the crew. Okay, everyone, we have some guests coming with us here on the shuttle. If you look to the back there, the large gentleman who is waving.
I just open up my eyes and look up to the front and look at you.
Okay, the one who's looking at me, he's large and blue with
Mok La.
the one who said Mokla. He is a Voktu. He is is a Drazik, and he likes to eat living creatures. No, sorry, he likes to kill living creatures and then eat them. So if anyone has any that may make him more comfortable, and we want to make our guests comfortable, so there we go. And this lady here is Circe. She is a Jamelian. Did I get correct?
Jamelian, yes, that's right.
Yes, and she'll be joining us for journalistic reasons, so she may wish to speak with you. Just keep in mind any confidentiality agreements you have signed, etc., and you can converse with her as you wish.
I'm so excited to talk to all of you. It'll be wonderful.
Yes. But Voktu is not journalist and may not wish to speak with you. But if you have living creature, he will take off your hands. That is all. Everyone get comfortable. Is long trip ahead. Any questions?
So, I'm sorry, now I can't get this out of my head. I just totally got a Rita Skeeter vibe from
The journalist from Harry Potter
yeah.
uses the automatic quell. Just a
The
total
same accent, it sounds like.
gets captured by Hermione in the books, but not in the movie.
I don't do Harry Potter, so. Well,
I've got an idea, Fuzzy.
Next campaign, Harry Potter. I would fucking
Harry
love to do
Potter.
that, though.
Then I literally had an idea of it. We'll talk at some point.
So you say this, Circe. I guess you kind of do introductory interviews. Go ahead and give me a filmmaking roll, please. Plus your charisma.
Charisma, yeah?
Yeah.
Boop.
Okay, a 12 on a 46. You don't really get a lot. You don't coax a lot out of the crew in general. They don't really know what to do. I think that the only person that's kind of been willing to talk, the only two people probably that have been willing to talk are Dr. Icarus and Wayne. And Wayne is definitely
just trying to awkwardly hit on it.
yeah, it's definitely Wayne's just trying to be like the sleazy pickup guy.
Is he trying to neg her and things as well? Or?
I don't know what that means.
I'm glad.
Oh, it's when you insult or say negative things.
Yeah. You'd be really pretty
to
if
someone.
you did, Yeah.
God, that bullshit game crap that
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can't.
Yeah. Oh, that nonsense stuff.
I can't.
The cringy is fucked
I don't
up
like
for
it.
any.
I don't like it when anybody has this pre-programmed the rules shit about dates or the games or any of that crap. All of it just makes me want to puke. It's one of the reasons why I fucking hate dating. Anyway.
Come on, deep breath in through the nose.
I'm having like all these like dating flashbacks like right now. All the advice from friends. You need to wait 3 days before you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
shut up.
No, don't.
So
Don't wait 3 days. Just don't.
So, yeah, Wayne has been trying to hit on you for sure, and Dr. Icarus is like more than willing to kind of talk about all of this stuff that's going on with his various experiments, to the point where you probably have like battery warnings on your phone, on your personal computer, like.
He's probably just like, yeah. Oh, fascinating. Yeah, that's marvelous. That.
So, I've been doing this study on these spores. You see, when you expose them to vacuum, they somehow survive. It's amazing, you see.
Yes, indeed. So tell me, how long have you been a scientist for then?
I've been a scientist for my whole life, of course.
And how old are you?
The theories are I'm approximately 70, 90, probably late 70s, I think.
Fascinating. How long exactly is your year in standard time units?
Well, what's a standard time unit?
Oh, it's 15 picoseconds.
He looks at you.
In the picosecond?
Well, I thought the translator would have used picoseconds, don't you? Nanoseconds? Microseconds?
Nanoseconds, yes.
Yes.
That's an interesting way to take time. Usually
precision is very important. Don't you agree?
Well, it depends, of course, on the specific experiment.
Yes, indeed. Talking of time, it's time for me to charge my. Yes, I need to go and it was lovely talking to you. Bye. She wafts away hurriedly.
Mhm.
She's gonna actually just go and sit down next to Shan, not Shan, thingy.
HR?
Ichar, yeah. She's just like, so Ichar, you and Ilya, huh? He
She
seems like
looks
a
at you like
magnificent-
she looks at you with like a furrowed brow, and she says,
So tell me, how did you two first meet?
Do we have to do this?
Well, it's part of my mission, and you were ordered
It has
to,
nothing to do with my mission.
Oh no, I'm just very interested. You're such a fascinating person. I'd really very much like to get to know you better.
The only person that I wish to get to know better is my husband.
she's sitting right next to you, by the way. She's just saying this like loudly, without like yelling in your ear directly. She's like looking straight ahead.
And how are you planning on getting to know him better?
She says,
By devastating him physically and mentally.
Oh, marvelous, interesting. And how do you intend to accomplish that?
Sexually.
Right. Interesting. What, right now or?
she looks at Ilya and says,
He is still recovering.
And how long?
He
do you
is weak
expect
and
him
fleshy.
I can see that. Yes. So, so how does he compare to a lover of your own species then?
she like takes a second. .
there is the worry of outright death.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
She raises an eyebrow, like confused, like, what? Are you stupid?
Have you never had a lover die in your arms before?
Arms, legs, back.
So you have killed a lover before then?
Of course.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Yes. Do you not find it provides a little thrill, or is no? Okay.
She looks bewildered, like, how do you not know these things?
Fascinating. Lethal lovemaking.
We are done with this interview.
Oh, indeed, of course. It's lovely talking to you. Thank you so
Lieutenant Muromets.
I'm at the front of the ship, just like, just like tapping panels.
She, like,
and
stands
stuff
up.
and, like bringing up graphs. And,
She stands up, like, walks to the front of the ship.
This graph is too pointy.
Lieutenant Muromets.
Teacher, how are you doing? Is there a problem with your seat back there?
No.
Oh, perfect. Then, if you excuse me, I have work to be doing. These graphs are too pointy, you see. I need to make them less pointy graphs.
She's giving you the
Trying.
death glare.
Yeah, I can't see it because I'm trying not to make eye contact.
You
but I can probably
feel it,
feel
though.
it
You
like
just
that.
feel the glare.
Oh, I do believe I'm getting a headache.
Mm. Is there anything you need assistance with, Lieutenant Teacher?
Yes, perhaps something that you can help me with. You see, I was recently married. To you.
Okay, would
In
you
a
like-
legally binding ceremony.
Well, I don't know about that.
With video reference.
Okay. Would you like to have a seat? Just look around and realize there's no seats because I'm at my tactical.
Thick has just rotated her head. It's just gone, like, completely around. She's, like, 180. Still, like, piloting the ship with the wacky arms.
Would you like to take a seat, or just stand a little closer?
You could always sit on his lap, you know.
Not. I don't think is. Just. If
It's
you
so
mind.
romantic.
Yes,
Don't you
but
think? Everybody, isn't it romantic? Look at this.
it's great.
Sensation. I can
Excuse me,
sense-
Circe. This is private conversation.
Oh, indeed. Carry on. I won't intrude.
Yes, okay. Camera can go away though.
Oh, of course. Yes, I'm
Very
turning
private.
the camera off.
You know,
of course, I'm
Private forever. Private to just us two. Okay.
Totally not turn the camera off.
Yeah. Ishar, okay. Listen. Things are a little complicated right now.
How are they complicated?
Well, there are several complications. How about we just put this on hold until we get back to
Zoom.
Arcadia?
Zoom, enhance.
We can talk about it back there. For now, let's just keep it professional, you know, like we were just before we arrived. Let's keep it that level of professional. When we get back to Arcadia, we can discuss our situation and
Isn't this exciting? Oh my god, guys.
you'll come to a proper understanding.
Please roll me a reputation check plus your persuasion.
I don't have persuasion. I have bureaucracy and leadership.
Unfortunately, I don't think those are going to help you right now.
I have running. That's what I'm trying to do. Technically. Tactics. Fuck. Okay, I'll just go straight rep then. I did click it. Are you gonna play today, Roll20?
An 11.
11.
Uh-oh.
614.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a second one. That was the first one, because that was the one I clicked before I remembered to change my name over. Thanks, Roll20.
Okay.
Technically, it's a 12. God damn.
You just hear this like horrible grumble building up in Ichar's throat, and she says,
I will not forget it. We are married. That means something where I come from. You cannot brush it off.
Yes, but I'm not sure about the legal status of it, just because of my situation personally, where it happened, the recognized organizations. It's happened in technically in different universe. I don't know what the rules are, so let's just play it cool for the sake of the crew. Listen, if we don't play it cool, then we have to respect other people here. We can't be all over each other in shuttle. It's too small.
she leans in and says,
We will do as husband and wife do. You do not have a choice in the matter. If you wish to separate...
and she like growls. There's like a little spit that hits you in the face.
Such things can occur after 60 days.
Okay, then how about we put
Through
conversation...
trial by combat.
Or not do that, I'd rather not. Okay, so, listen, this is... HR, I feel like you're being a little... unfair? By maybe...
Unfair!
I didn't mean it that way. I was just saying that perhaps you could give a little more ground, because right now you're treating this like Spartan relationship, and I'm not Spartan. I think you should be fair to me as you...
Of course I am. Normally you would not be able to separate unless it was 10 years.
Yes, well, how about you don't try to kill me anymore?
I
And
did
also
not.
you're- There is large period of time I have no memory. It was...
I did not try to kill you.
Last I remember was...
If I tried to kill you, you would be dead.
I just remember pain and things going black. That's pretty close to that.
That
I
is
think.
normal sexual encounter with a
Okay, but-
Spartan.
Yes, okay, but it's not normal sexual encounter with human. Perhaps we don't. We don't. have
Don't
to
worry, I will teach you.
No, we don't have to. Listen, each other. Okay, this is still.
Perhaps we
military
can form some sort of calisthenics program.
Okay, this is still military operation. Let's not involve our personal lives. Each other, you are by far the best soldier here. Okay.
Of course.
In my datapad is several notes to put you forward for commendation. You followed orders, you did everything right. Please continue to do so and put our personal relationship on hold until we return to ship. I don't want your reputation to be damaged in any way, okay?
She looks at you and says,
Is that an order?
It is first a request. If you choose to deny request, it will also be order.
so give me another reputation check here, Ilya. So you can hear her teeth grinding. And she says,
Very well.
Oh.
I appreciate it. When we get back to Arcadia, I will make everything clear and everything will be put right.
and she like leans in and says,
I will need.
and she's like shaking a little bit. She says,
I will need to have some physical activity. It is part of the bonding process.
Okay, well, we will cross that bridge when we see it.
You don't want to see it.
Very well, we will just realize we're at the bridge and things will happen, but once we get back to Arcadia. In the meantime, if I may fill you in on a little bit of gossip, if that interests you.
she looks nonplussed.
It's about Wayne. Okay, that's good chat with you anyway, Chara. I will speak to you at some point in the next...
Yeah, you basically just told her you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you were married, so she's not really super... She's not really caring too much about this entire situation.
Yes, okay, so that's just... Let's... Good talk. Back to my spiky graphs.
Fascinating. Oh, so what do you think of that, guys? And stealthily recording because, of course, not supposed to, but you know, romance is important, right? Oh, it's marvelous. I reckon I'll have a bent over the bed by evening meal. Yes.
Okay, so, the first day goes unimpeded. There's no real issues beyond the obvious tension of HR and Ilya. Now, in terms of the sleeping conditions, there are technically bunks for everybody because Brain and Thick do not use one. But it's tight quarters. HR has chosen, I guess, whatever bunk was left. Her and Wayne are probably, sitting, sharing the same like space. Wayne is probably on the bottom, and HR is in the top bunk. I think that the night is probably a bit weird because Vok2, give me your endurance dice pool, please.
Sure. Any skills?
Let's see
Maybe
here.
parity if I had that, but I don't have that. I don't really have anything that can apply here. Survival.
I would argue survival, actually, yes.
Okay, survival plus endurance. An 18.
Okay. So, the first night, Vok2, you're able to kind of manage. There's no real issues. It's obviously uncomfortable. You want to eat. And, the thought of eating non-wriggling food is a bit non-palatable for you. It's definitely not something that you want to deal with in your head for sure. The fact that you're going to be on this trip for 16 and a half days is definitely the longest you've ever gone without food for sure.
So internally I'm thinking like there's legends of the past of people staying on Mokla for like ridiculously long times, but it's one of those things where it hasn't happened in recent history, so nobody knows if it's actually true or if it's just legend.
Right.
But I'm just holding on in faith in that I'm going to be able to make it through this.
Only the great Degond was able to last that long.
Yeah.
I kind of, as like before we went to bed in the evening, I probably would have put on some Spartan music, using the Spartan music service Spartify to make Char a little bit more comfortable. Just as like a kind of, I know you're not happy, but here's Spartify.
Is it basically thrash?
Well, I'm trying to debate if it's opera or if it's
No. It's Dimmy Borger with a full chamber orchestra behind him.
Is that the way you pronounce it? I always thought it was Dimmu Borgir.
I always went Dimmu Borgir.
Okay.
The hard G, but I don't know.
What? They're they Finnish?
Something like that. Swedish, Finnish,
Yeah,
some Norwegian, maybe. You know. Let me Google it. Let me Google that.
But regardless, it's horrible. It's just horrible. It's not good.
I'm just trying to avoid it, thinking it's a good idea to clamber into my bed and abuse me in the night. So I probably sleep with like my back against the wall, like pointed outwards, like belly up. Like if you're sleeping in prison, you want to sleep belly up because it's the best position to suddenly defend yourself from. Belly sleepers don't do well in prison.
So it's it's an awkward kind of night. Sharn's typical snoring is probably going on, and the usual smells are there, which is why Sharn was relegated to, I guess, a certain bunk, the furthest one away. But now that all the bunks are full, there are some people that have had to deal with certain things, such as the remainder of Betty's bunk, which is probably the reason that it took so long for you guys to actually leave the ship in the first place. Because there was just so many strange lubricants and devices found in various places in this bunk that the whatever apparatus is used for cleaning the shuttle was put into overdrive, and it was like turning the washer onto the hottest possible setting to disinfect.
There's a tiny
this.
space Roomba shaking and crying in the corner. It'll never come out of my brushes.
It's a horrible, horrible image, and the first night goes no problem. Next day comes by, and again, there's no issues. Circe, give me another filmmaking plus your charisma check.
I would probably check in on Vok 2 and D2.
I'm probably feeling like kind of the pangs of hunger. So I'm sort of like just chanting almost in like a meditative pose, just Mokla, Mokla. I can't, yeah.
I can't shake this free.
Just in meditation, trying to break
All
this.
right, yeah. If I come up to you and see that you're kind of in focused meditation, I would respect that and leave you alone. Yeah, and I just kind of do my rounds, checking everyone, make sure they're okay. Even HR, just like a quick, just walk by and just raise my eyebrows at him.
You just get the death glare back.
Yeah, but that's the status quo, so I'm good. I'm good with that. As long as that doesn't change in any way, that's okay.
I don't know who Betty is, but if that's supposed to be Circe, I would say that again, the crew is not great interviewers. You've been trying to kind of encourage them in different ways to get a little bit more personal information from them, personalized histories, stuff like that. Nobody really seems to open up, or you don't really get any usable footage from what you can tell. It's quite disappointing for you. You're hoping for that whole personal interest side of things for the documentary, learning more about the characters and such.
At this point, I'm just hoping for some sort of disaster or excitement or something. I'm just waiting for something to happen,
Mm-hmm.
It's like day 2. We're just waiting here. Still waiting.
I'll check in on Wayne.
Huge amounts of sexual tension, though. Huge. My God. Whereas the air doesn't catch fire between them. It's magical.
Wayne,
What's up, Lieutenant?
how's it going with Circe?
Well, I think I'm easing my way in.
Yeah, getting there.
I think I'm starting to leave a little bit of an imprint. You know what I mean?
I think you're doing right. The slow and smooth approach, not the throwing her around the courtroom and trying to kill her approach, is probably a good way to do things.
Hey, listen, if she wants to throw me around a courtroom and try and kill me, I'm down for that.
It's not as fun as it looks.
He gets real serious. All the happiness drains out of Ilya's face. And he says, "You look like you were having looks at a Charg, a great time."
What? Yes, great time. I will put in good word for you, but just you keep playing it smooth.
All right. I mean, that's the only way I know how to play it.
Yes, definitely. You can't help but be smooth. Yes, good pep talk.
Do I hear this, by the way?
Give me a perception check.
What was that again?
It's just intuition.
Intuition, right? Doink.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely one of those loud whisperers. I try to be quiet, but I can't help but stay
It carries.
Yes.
And she's probably, she's just like, yeah, I can totally make you out.
She's nosy for everything anyway.
I think one of the humans is trying to seduce me. What do you think? Should we take a poll? See what we should do about it? Yes.
Yeah, good talk, Wayne.
Vote.
A spectacle.
Spectre poll, yeah. Vote on what we should do about it. Here are the options. Beep, 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 beep.
I do that trying to look nonchalant thing. I back up from Wayne, I go over to Circe.
Do you do the cat nonchalant where you accidentally fall off the bed and start to lick yourself?
Not
This
that
is fine.
one, no.
No.
Yeah.
You get the neck one. The one where they like bend their neck at that impossible angle. And
Ah.
that's
Yeah,
what Boo Boo
good.
does. When she does something really stupid, like she accidentally like almost falls off the bed, she'll like start licking herself like that. I'm like, I saw you. I'm looking
Chaos
right
falls
at
off
you.
the bed sometimes, but he just kind of goes,
Just, dog.
So, Circe,
Yes. Oh, hello. Didn't hear that. Sorry.
hello, hi. It's actually, well, technically, this is first contact for our,
Oh, right. Yes.
Species?
Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Yes. Yes.
so there's a standard procedures I should be following, but in rush to leave, I didn't. So, hello on behalf of the human race and their allies. It's
Oh,
a pleasure to meet you,
Charming. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Yes.
and I hope our species can have long and prosperous relationship together.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
Yes, there are many of us. As you can see, we have humans.
Mm-hmm.
HR is what is called Spartan. They're race known for
Different species.
You got a bit
yes?
quieter, by the way,
Oh,
Zagaticus.
sorry. Oh.
yes, different species.
Whoa, what's going on?
How about now? Is this better?
Yes.
Yes. silly mix-up. But- So yes, different species.
Indeed.
Yeah. So Wayne over there, the smooth one, very attractive man. He's human. Most ones who look like him, like myself, I'm also human, but
There's a great amount of disparity between you. Is this sexual dimorphism of the skinny ones male and the larger
no,
ones?
well, no. It.
How many genders do your species have anyway?
Well, there's a lot of conversation about that, but biologically there are two sexes.
Oh, right, yes.
But there are also some.
So is it
Yes.
your sex or the slightly lumpier ones who
Well, you can speak to Dr. Icarus. He is biologist. He can explain all biology. I will go over
Right.
basics. So we are
Okay.
human.
Right.
Humans are known for.
While this is going on, by the way, I think Dr. Icarus is talking to Voktu, or at least trying to talk to Voktu, and he says,
So,
I have an anus.
Voktu, when you say that you're not willing to eat anything that isn't living, would you say that what about fungi?
Does it breathe?
Well, sort of. It kind of does.
Does it walk?
slime molds are mobile?
There's sort of differing opinions on that.
Does it have a heart?
No.
Mokla.
You sure? I have a few fungi.
he like holds up like a little mini terrarium. He's like,
No.
It's got a lot of protein in it.
I do not know what that means.
Well, any living creature needs some proteins to continue biological function, you see. Do you need to see a chart?
I do not like charts.
Let me show you a chart.
Dr. Icarus like gets his data pad and like,
Now, you see, you need proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, and other enzymes and
I
bacteria.
do not need to eat all of that. I just need food.
Well, it is food.
You are a little man.
What?
You do not understand.
I assure you, I do understand. Here, let me show you. I'm going to show you the various biological processes that occur with the various crew members aboard the Arcadia. You see,
I'm
first
gonna
we
just
have-
shoot my hand out and grab him by the cuff of the shirt. Just kind of pull him close. I do not care. I just kind of toss him back into his seat. Mokla, and I
I'm
close
just
my
trying
eyes.
to help. So that you can eat something, you fool.
Mokla. Mokla.
Wow, do you see this, guys? Look all the. Oh, wow, it's all kicking off. Do you think you might kill him? Wouldn't that be terrible?
Dr. Icarus.
super quiet.
Me, super quiet?
Super quiet.
Are you. What? How about now? Are we good?
Okay. It's not very loud.
Why is it
Good now.
Better.
good now? I
Yep.
have no idea how or why. Anyway, Dr. Icarus, there are some. Circe has some specific biology questions for you. I couldn't answer, so I leave it to your superior intelligence.
Oh, I'll show you my charts. Wait, I'll be right over.
Voktu, sorry to disturb you. I will try to keep Dr. Icarus away. I have just one question though. I understand and respect that you will not eat something unless you have killed it. What about drinking, though, will you have water? Will you drink things?
Well, yes.
That don't come from animal. Is it okay?
Water.
Just water only.
Plain, clear water. Nothing.
Else.
No.
We have some supplements that will give you necessary. They're not creatures living or dead. They've never been creatures living or dead. They are just pure. They're kind of like medicine, but for hunger.
Mokla.
It doesn't count. Okay. Then I will just get you water. I apologize. I will see if Dr. Icarus perhaps has ant farm or worms somewhere for some reason, or if we can find perhaps stowaway rodents on ship. I apologize, it's not good fare for you, but water I can get you. Now just gonna get like a canteen from one of the storage things, and there's water in here. If you need more, you just go to replicator, push button, and say water, and your translator should do trick and will fill with water.
I take the canteen. I'm gonna give it a really good sniff. Does it smell like it's just clean water? Like there's no weird additives or anything in it that I
Sure,
can
give me a perception check.
Sure. Okay. Perception check, and I get an extra D6 because of Drazik stuff. 5d6. 13. Ooh.
Yeah, it's regular water.
Regular water? Yeah, I take a sip. One little tiny sip, and it had it back.
It might be a little warm because he's lying in storage, but
Warm is the best way.
yeah, the problem solved. If you have trouble with replicator, please feel free to ask. I will help, and I will try to keep Dr. Icarus away from bothering you for now.
If you let him near me again, I may eat him.
Really?
I
Fascinating.
will make sure he's.
Do I
aware
hear that?
of it.
Do I hear that? Do I notice I'm being filmed right now?
Not with the. Well, the 13's for smell.
Just
give me
for, yeah,
give me another perception check.
just regular perception check with that. This is. I wouldn't be able to discern that
Nice.
from scent. So, regular perception. Oh, that's take off the 2, so it's 16.
Yes, you are. She's not trying. I don't think Circe's really trying to hide it.
No. I'm just like, oh, fascinating.
Yeah, I look to you, and I look to the camera, and I look to Ilya. That stops. And I close my eyes, and I just Mokla. Mokla.
Understood.
Oh, I
Look,
don't think he likes me filming him. Fascinating.
yes. Hello, Circe. Pleasure to chat with you again. I was just
Hi.
speaking to a Voktu who likes to eat living creatures.
You're quiet again. You must have a loose connection in there, man.
Or maybe the Windows update fucked something, like it fucked other things.
Oh, it might. You might be doing the auto.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe-
Yeah,
yeah,
Zoom might be doing the
compensating.
auto bullshit.
Really quick, sorry, dudes. Yeah, but he will. If you don't stop pointing your camera at him where he can see, he may get up and eat you.
Oh,
I
I'm
ca-
sure you'd stop him from doing that, right?
I saw him chop man in half. One swing. If you think I get in between that and you, I can't do that.
I give you my
because-
best, sort of like, s- not seductive, but I give you my best kind of look.
Yes, well, I will see what I can do if that
Oh.
happens,
Thank you.
because you are a guest, obviously, and I want to make sure you're safe and protected.
Are you using your exploit right now?
No. That would be.
Perhaps-
I'm saving it for a special occasion.
Perhaps I should assign you permanent security, just to be safe.
Still super quiet, by the way.
Yes, but Okay, let me try.
Just ASMR it.
Yes, it'll get
Hi,
very close.
how are you?
Hello. It looks really far here, but it's literally like a finger length away. Yes, I can assign you permanent security so that you can be protected. And
Oh, that would be wonderful.
great. But that said, there's a chance in a hungry rage that he could kill at least some people. So,
Oh, wonderful. How many did you
Mhm.
think he could kill?
well, I think he could push Wayne out of the way and stick blade through your throat, and perhaps from there, 2 seconds,
Oh,
maybe
I'm risking
one.
death
or
right now,
two.
guys. He could kill me at any second. Stay tuned. Stay
That's not
tuned.
something to. Don't you understand the threat on your life? I'm being serious here.
I'm a
Please.
journalist.
Yes,
Threats on
okay,
my life
then.
are par for the course. This is what I do. This is my great love. This is my passion. Okay?
Yes, and
This
I
is the greatest
respect that.
opportunity I've ever had as a journalist.
That's wonderful, but if you don't be careful, you won't be able to report anything anymore, and there is lots to be reported. I don't believe anyone from Spectacle
I
has
could
seen,
win. I could win a posthumous award for service to journalism.
but you wouldn't
Think
know
of
it.
the ratings.
But you wouldn't see it. You wouldn't get
but
money. You
everybody
wouldn't
else
get.
would know.
What good is fame if you can't bask in it?
Fame immortalizes you.
Okay, this.
That's a good place for us to end the show today.
Why did I play the character that's so easy to get fucked with? I made him like the perfect let's fuck with this guy character. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
That's what happens when you pick the straight man. Yeah, so good show, everybody. We've met Circe, Fuzzy's new character, and yeah, excellent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs. Let's start off with Trash Can Table.
Hi, I'm Trash Can Table. How you doing?
That's actually pretty good. Like, that was not bad. On when Simply does her like joke accent, like that's pretty good. Let's start off with Mr. Ilya Muromets.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for tuning into the show today. Hope you enjoyed. I have been playing Ilya Muromets, and I am Zgorkis. You can follow me everywhere on the internet. It's Zgorkis everywhere. I do stream on Twitch, and I would love your company for listening on the podcast or watching it on YouTube after the fact. And I hope you enjoyed also. And I would love to hear from you. So tweet me at Zgorkis there. And yeah, if you want more role-playing shows with me, then follow here, Wax Stevens channel. I'm here Saturdays and Sundays. We have 7th Eon, which is D&D 5th edition on Sundays, and then on Mondays I'm over on Brad Woto's channel for the Nameless Ones, which is OLD, the fantasy version of this system, and that's a lot of fun too. Great casts for all the shows I'm in, so I hope you'll join me and enjoy all of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Circe.
Why, hello there. Finally, I get to speak in something approaching my normal speaking voice. Oh, thank God. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, my throat doesn't
Rita
hurt.
Skeeter.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Say again?
Continue.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Anyway, I'll watch the VOD later. Hi, yeah, that was fun. I actually quite enjoyed rolling a new character. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she gets horribly murdered or not. We'll see, won't we? Dicing with death, literally. But she's doing it for the journalism. So yeah, hi.
All right. Thank you very much. Vok 2.
What's up, guys? I played Vok 2. I'm Chip Bobby Flow here on Twitch. This is a fun episode. I got to come up with some new lore for both the Drazik, not just my character, for the whole race, I guess, because Whack was cool with us having no butts, and I declared Mokla, which is something I come up with on the spot, just a random sound. I was like, I want to say Mokla out loud today on stream, and I came up with the whole thing for it. So we're on hunger strike. We'll see if I survive the 16-day journey or whatever will happen. We'll have to find that out next week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and thanks for everything as always. Chat, follow everybody here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, please do so if you haven't done so yet. Make sure you follow all the wonderful people here. As always, chat, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You're wonderful. Much love to you, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to Bobby. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. And hopefully we'll have Simply back with us. I'm not sure what the status is for St. Jude. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of streamers and stuff going. I don't think Simply is going to that. So I think she'll be coming back with us. Peachy is still going to be gone for a few more weeks. Yeah. So thank you guys, as always, for watching. Much appreciated. Make sure you follow all these people. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the 7th Eon. It's going to be here at 2 p.m. And on Monday, we've got the Nameless Ones over on Brad Wodo's channel. So you should check that out. That's at 4 p.m. on Monday. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Bye.
Mokla.